It's been a month. I apologize for the long wait on this series if you were still interested. I decided recently that I think that this is going to be a series that we're not going to stream live. I just don't feel like it's been very conducive to the live streaming environment. So, after this episode, this is something I filmed about a month or so ago now at this point. That we are going to be moving everything of the sports stuff to be recorded, no longer live and no longer on live streams. Which, if you're watching this late, I know that it's not necessarily a heavily watched series, but I hope that you're enjoying it, or maybe you're catching up on it, or stalking me somehow. That we are going to start being posting this a little bit smaller, shorter style content, a little bit shorter videos, but I intend on moving on and continuing to make more content with Condors, as well as with some other sport games in the future here. So this is our last live streamed one. This was about a month ago. We will continue. This is not the end. But for now on, any live stream content will probably be more multiplayer based content for me. So thank you, and please enjoy our next episode of Condors. Welcome back to our Condors franchise. This is going to be the end of season 3, where we're going to be attempting to make a quick playoff push based off where we were at the end of the last run, which, if you have watched and kept up with the series, you can see that I kind of shot myself in the foot with a horrible play call decision with Shedeur Sanders, and we lost a dev trait. So this run that we're going to try to make a playoff push. If we don't, we'll push into the off season, which we will still do so in the anyways. But you might see episodically on YouTube this episode here of the end of the season, potentially another episode of the playoffs if we have a playoff push. If not, then we will not have a specific playoff section, and then we will have an off-season episode separate, in which we will do the scouting, free agency, drafting, because we have to make some moves this season to actually make a legitimate team and hopefully make the playoffs. If we don't this season, or even if we do as a wild card, we still need to make a push. So, to show off where we are right now, this is the NFC standings at the moment. So, if you look at this closely, Falcons are the number 1 seed. Giants, who are in our division, are 9-4. They are winning that division. The Vikings are 8-5. The Cowboys are the first wild card. The Niners are winning their division. Rams, Panthers, Eagles, and then there's us. So currently we are 1 game out, but it looks like 2, because I believe the Panthers currently are the 7th seed in the playoffs in the NFC side. So we still need, to probably win 1-2 games to be able to catch up. Thankfully, the NFC looks pretty weak, so we might be able to, but we still have a lot to kind of make up for and try to catch up on. So just a kind of outlook of what our schedule looks like coming up and what we're dealing with. This episode, we're going to do the last 4 weeks. So we have the Bears, the Broncos, the Chiefs, and the Rams. So the Rams are a playoff team. The Chiefs are obviously a playoff team. And then the Bears and Broncos are not. We probably need to win. Well, we definitely need to win 2 of these games. We probably need to win 3 in order to be able to make the playoffs. And with how Sanders has played this season, I don't necessarily know if that's going to happen. We can kind of look out and hope that it will, but I just don't see it. So if you have not been paying attention here, you can see Sanders is having a horrible season right now. And so we're struggling a little bit. Now, we have not played every single game this season. I think as we move forward, we might eventually do something like that. But for now, we want to continue to, pace ourselves. So the Bears have a very good defense, but I feel confident that if I play this game, we should be able to beat them. And we kind of need to beat the Bears. So this Bears game, coming off the Lions win, is going to be essential to this. If I can't win this game, I don't think we are going to be making a playoff run. And I just noticed, the Chiefs are the 1 seed, so I don't really think that we have a shot of beating them either. So we're probably just going to sim that game. So I think what we're going to look at is we're probably going to play the Bears game. We We'll sim, maybe super sim the Broncos game unless we have a dev trade scenario or something else comes up. We are not going to play the Chiefs game. And if we are still in the hunt, we will play the Rams game at the end of the season. If not, we will sim it out because it does not matter. So this Bears game is going to be essentially the important game of this season. This is going to kind of change the outlook of what we're dealing with. If I look at this roster, who do we need to bring back? I think we talked a little bit about Cameron Dicker potentially being brought back, but I still think he doesn't want to be here. So I don't really feel like paying him extra money to come back. Even if he is having a great season, I feel like we can replace that. All right. Trench boost. So what do we need? Huge day on the ground in the last win. Guys really went to work and proud of how they performed. The amount of rushing yards against the Bears determine how much XP each offensive lineman earns. So that means we are going to be probably running a run-heavy offense here against the Bears because we want to be able to hit that and continue to boost our offensive line. So our goal offensively will be just kind of defending the short pass because that puts you in position to at least defend the run. And we are going to be running inside as we have all season, though they do have Jonathan Allen. All right, so with goals, that means I think we're going to look to try to slow them down a little bit, but we might just go with the 1 interception because I think that's more possible. 24 points or less. This could end up being a shootout. 350 yards. And I guess 450 offensive yards. There's no rushing one. Oh, there is that one. I don't know if we're going to get 200 rushing yards, though, against this defense. That could go real poorly. Okay. Quick weekly training. And here's the rub. If this doesn't go well, if we have a bit of a struggle here in this game, and I don't see Sanders playing well, I know it seems unrealistic, but we will bench him for Jameis Winston. And my logic behind that is if you had a team in a playoff race and your rookie quarterback was not getting you there, you would probably make a trade, or not make a trade, but make a switch for a guy that you would believe could actually get you there. And so if Sanders struggles here, Sanders is probably going to lose his spot to Jameis. And if Jameis doesn't win, well, then Sanders gets to keep the job. So I know I'm kind of making a bunch of plans as a just in case or a just in case, but we really need to beat the Bears here to have a shot at making the playoffs. And so that's going to be our main focus. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can actually see, even though that did not help me last time with the Sanders pick in coverage in the Lions game. So full game. I'm going to move. And we are going to run this. And I hope that our defense just plays very, very well. That's kind of the dream. So, get some music.
Of the National Football League. And we've got the Condors, leader at quarterback.
Shedeur Sanders, horrible season. He might get to 4,000 yards, though.
And it's all up next.
Whatever. Our dream here is that Andrew Paul... Oh, it's raining. Okay. Our dream here is that Andrew Paul can have a great week because he has already had a bunch of great weeks. Lately. And so kind of the goal is that he can kind of carry us here, or our defense can carry, because our defense has played very, very well in the second half of the season. You can take the 31 points that the where's Bailey at? Oh, there's Bailey. That the Lions scored as a poor representation of what. Okay, sweet, good tackle. That's a poor representation of what we are, because Sanders had enough picks there to keep putting them in position to potentially, score. And I think I only played offense, if I recall. It's been a week since I played that game. Oh, Bailey. McCullough, what are you doing? You're just standing there. Okay, Fields falls forward 6 yards. This has got to be a pass here. If they ran the ball twice there, I would assume we're going to see a pass. Bailey's not in. Okay, but Brian Robinson falls forward. A lot of this, too, it looks like they got a lot of the guys from this team when I sent it to make it 0 overall, because this was the Commanders. I should have just QB spy. I probably should be running a QB spy out here against Fields. I just hate running QB spy because it just leaves a guy that could be guarding someone else. Oh, Landon Jackson. Landon Jackson. Do not overturn that. Landon Jackson. Can I get an instant replay on that? All right. I want to see this. So how did Landon get in there like that? I mean, I know he's the best guy we have, but okay. So he forces the fumble on the hit. Crushes him. Picks up the ball. Landon Jackson. Our team is built of 5th, 6th, 7th round picks. Who needs top end picks? Apparently us. We still do, but maybe I should keep spending those on positions that I can't get, like offensive linemen.
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Ooh, that's okay. Run game not moving.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I'm really just scared of throwing with Sanders right now. Oh, Johnny. Yeah, Johnny. Oh my God. Johnny broke his tackle. I was watching the left side, then I saw Johnny kind of get a very good route over there on the right. Nope. Logan Thomas in the corner. Come on, Brisker gets there to deflect that ball down. Okay. All right, little run here. I mean, they have a crazy defense, so it's going to be a little bit tough to get the runs. Oh, Andrew Paul. Down to 3rd and 1. All right, we'd like to see it. This could be an easy Jalen Warren. Just get in there. Oh, I shouldn't have trucked. That could have been a touchdown. It's a mistake on me. This looks like Johnny to me. Oh, I shouldn't have thrown it. I'm going to run it next time. That was stupid. And I think we can agree that that was stupid because that could have been a pick easily. Andrew Paul, touchdown. Okay. 6-0 lead over the Bears. And I'm feeling confident. Landon Jackson got a great play on defense to start off to kind of lead to a score right there for Andrew Paul. Our offense might not be clicking yet, but I'm hoping that as we kind of tire them out throughout the game, that Andrew Paul will be able to do a lot. So maybe we will stick with a little bit more pass heavy in the beginning and run a lot more with Jalen Warren so that Paul can kind of dominate in the second half. Oh my God. Oh, another fumble. Well, that's great. Okay. I mean, it's rainy, but if Fields is going to fumble twice to begin the game, That changes things and makes this game look a lot simpler than what it was in my head.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And they lost Osa. I cannot pronounce that last name.
Appears to be an injured bear on the field. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9.
And remember, we lost DeAndre Hopkins too on offense, so we've got to run with Ben Perez, who is my target here because I think he will be open. Another late round pick that we absolutely hit on, I think at least. Now, he has not been great yet, but I don't expect him to be great. He's like a kick returning specialist. He'll be a guy that'll show up eventually. Jalen Warren. Get pushed forward. And Jalen Warren is hurt. Well, never mind that game plan.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
I don't know why I ran that way. Former Commanders D tackle Jonathan Allen. Maybe Malik Neighbors will be open here. Oh yeah, he is. Oh yeah, that's easy. Fractured kneecap, out for the season. Okay, goodbye Jalen Warren. That sucks.
And the Condors have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra
Okay, I mean, we've got 2 forced fumbles so far and 2 touchdowns on offense. This game's looking a lot easier than I thought it was gonna. Originally, we punt the ball away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take
Oh, Patriots dominated the Steelers down at the bottom. Oh yeah, they do have Kirk Cousins. Or no, the Steelers have Kirk Cousins.
turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
New England is Goff.
First, do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaken.
All right, well,
But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they get him down, but not
I'm still
before he
running
takes
the
it
wrong
across the
defense technically.
40-yard line. 16 yards right off
So
the
we're gonna
bat.
go nickel wide with a QB contain. I prefer nickel in this scheme.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
Good D tackle? Or good tackle D tackle? I don't remember what that was. That was Hurst. Okay. I said it's been a week, so I got to remember who all the numbers are on everybody.
From a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that
Oh my
they
God.
got their assignments down. And they're
Brian Robinson is going wherever he wants to though.
Here is he'll take this across midfield.
We're basically just betting on Fields to mess up. Like that's how this game is going to go for us.
First and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Robinson with another carry. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second down and 3.
All right.
Here's Fields.
Oh,
Dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now
job. I mean, I guess the footsteps there. He was afraid of Lavelle Bailey, as everyone should be.
Fields on third down. The left
Let's go, Will Johnson. Look at that. Fields 1 for 2 with -1 yards.
to 41.
That is a great start to the first quarter of this game.
This is the NFL on the East. The Bears
Though, I mean, I guess one negative thing is we did lose Jalen Warren.
number 2 as they've got it with a fourth down coming up.
Okay. Fake.
This a fake.
And he caught it.
The gamble pays off. They get the first. A gain of 26 and a conversion.
I don't
there as
think
well.
I've ever seen a
Fourth down.
CPU do that.
And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range.
And it was a
Maybe
beautiful
too short
pass.
to punt it.
His punter is better than Jalen Warren.
This was a possibility.
Switch positions right now. Or not Jalen Warren, Justin Fields.
What you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly.
Oh, he's got a stat pad. He needs the forward pad
Responsibility. You're not really trying
to get his numbers up.
You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep at the switch.
All right, we're going to blitz.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Oh, good job, Landon.
He'll be stopped just outside the 5.
Landon Jackson with a beautiful tackle
He could muster only a
to take his
yard.
man down.
Be left with a 3rd and very short.
Oh, I thought I was switching to the safety. That's on me. But I was trying to switch to the safety to get back there to stop DJ Moore. But it looks like I switched to the corner. I mean, it makes sense. He was closer. But that's blown coverage on me. Nothing on... I don't even know which corner I switched to there. I think it was Amani Oriario. Amani the corner. I need to get rid of him because I can't say his name. Why'd you cut me, coach? I can't cut you, Emmanuel. Emmanuel. I can't. That's why you're gone. I had to get rid of you. I can't say your name. Why didn't you cut Shabola then? Because it's Shabola. I could say his name. It's actually a horrible policy because it might mean I have to cut Sanders if I can't figure out how to say his name. But I can say Johnny. Oh, he didn't get his foot down? That looked like he had his foot down. That's too bad. That was actually a beautiful route by Johnny. I thought he had his foot down. Get your foot down this time, Johnny. Oh my God. Well, heavy targeting Johnny kind of makes it happen, I guess. All right, Tressway with the punt. Oh no, it's Marcus Peters, not not Amani. See, I'm just dumb. Of course, I don't remember the numbers of the guys that I put on my team, even though I changed all their numbers. Corner blitz for Will. Are you kidding me? Alexander Madison? Look at him. Where'd Foreman go? Like, I understand having Robinson. I think I must have gave them Robinson. We have to switch a defense here in order to try to stop the run. We're gonna go dollar cover 3.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
Oh, McCullough at least got a big hit. But man, it sucks. We just had Landon Jackson basically put us in a position to be able to get pretty much put the game away in the first half, and then in the first quarter almost. He just ran right past Bailey there on a great, what I thought was a great defensive move by Bailey. So we're going to go into 4-6. What is going on there, man? Who was that? Jalen Harrell. I don't think Jalen Harrell plays much. I think he's just like a special teams guy. He did again. I mean, I know I'm doing the dive there that goes and overextends the play, but I'm feeling the vibration of him hitting him, meaning that there is contact. He's just not getting enough. There we go. 2 sacks for Landon. All right. Up 4. Up 4. Not bad. For a team, we have not been able to get the run game going at all. And the pass game has been stopped by 2 2 passes where I thought that he had his feet down, but he didn't.
You really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal.
Perez! That's why we got him.
Look at him go inside the 30.
Ben Perez.
Take this all the way.
That might be enough to get you.
That was a special return.
Dude, that's awesome.
Because he's a special
Perez is going to be fantastic as a kick returner for us. That's his first career kick return touchdown.
They bring it out of the end zone like he did there. They don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The return is Jones from the end zone.
Don't give up one ourselves, please.
And he returns this to the 22.
But we don't even need to get our offense rolling if Ben Perez is going to come out and roll like that.
Way back onto the field. And he sure
940 yards and 8 touchdowns for Brian Robinson?
season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if
All right,
he
there's
does,
Lavelle.
as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it's
I want that tackle attributed to Landon Jackson. I don't know why. I should probably check. I don't run 4-6 bear very often. We're going to go back to nickel. It's 2-minute drill, and I think they're not going to run the ball very often. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe that's the entire Bears scheme. But I don't want Landon dropping back in coverage. I want him getting pressure from the inside like he normally does. Oh, I got stuck. Little screen pass. All right. And if they're no hurrying or no huddling, then this is going to be a pass. Marcus Peters, easy pick. Get the block. Oh my God. Marcus Peters gets the pick. The veteran coming in clutch. I think there's a chance that they're playing outside, but there's a chance that Logan Thomas gets open. He is not. Neighbors probably could have, but I just went with a easier read with Ben Perez. We're going to run the same play, though. Neighbors. Toe tap. He's finally coming alive. They're running cover 3. I saw that the last play. I just wasn't sure with it. They challenging it? All right, they did. But not overturned. He got his feet down. Oh, did I miss that?
Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where
I think that's Dicker's first miss of the season. Extra point or field goal. And that's on me for not paying close enough attention.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Brian
Not me
Robinson
justifying
Jr.
why to get rid of Cameron Dicker by intentionally missing a... No, not what I was doing.
But it's
All right.
not to any fault of their running back. He's had
Well, now we have a 17-point lead.
And you're right about that, partner, because
I think what we could do is we can play the rest of this half, see what happens here.
he has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
I don't know how Landon got the tackle there, but
football and get that passing game going as well. Here's Fields.
nice break up on Cullen.
Incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up
All right.
down. They'll come to
Let's
the
force a
line.
punt right here.
Only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields.
Nah.
Able to find the open man. That's
Man, our guys really cannot.
He will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields throwing again. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Now
I dropped back too far.
use the second of their timeouts.
Come on. Another pick will end this.
Seconds to go in the first half of play. Meanwhile,
Not for Marcus. He got the one on the underthrow by Fields, but
is inside the 30.
they're going to.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half,
I was really lost by that. Come on, let them kick the ball off and leave a second on for Perez to get another kick return.
He made his first attempt, this from 45. Boswell's kick is
1 second.
and that will close
1
the
second.
gap down to 14.
I want another one.
Play before the end of the
I'm
half
getting
to get
greedy.
it
Give me another one.
and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Oh, there was nowhere to go.
So we have
Do I get a kick? Okay, I think I get a kickoff return.
stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're
We'll keep the inside run,
and get ready for the third quarter.
and we're going to defend the pass because, well, they're losing.
Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
It's technically a 2-touchdown game.
The same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
I want to run the ball once with Paul. I want to see if I can get anything. Right now, he doesn't have much. We only have 90 yards on offense at all total.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they set up the screen. That's good.
Probably in either holding or moving in downfield.
45.
And Tyler Guyton.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real
All right, we'll run the ball
Keep
once
your
more
hands
here.
inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick
Oh, amazing block by Neighbors right there.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's caught.
Oh, another one who didn't get his feet down.
First down. They say he was
All right, we are going to continue to just. We're going to sim the rest of the third. And then we will jump in once they score. Or maybe let's just keep going. We will come back if it turns into a 1-score game. Interception by Will Johnson. Ben Perez. I think this one's about over. We can go jump to the end of the game. We have beat the Bears.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7
Said that's what we needed to see.
They've
We
accomplished
beat the
that
Bears.
mission.
We got it over with pretty quick. It was just a great defensive game, kind of what we were looking for. Sanders does get 3 touchdowns though. In that game, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Did it while simming. Rushing, Paul only had 36 yards. He did not have a good run game there. Warren was actually playing better, but what are you supposed to do about that? Offensively, once again, we didn't have a whole lot of yardage here, but Perez got a touchdown, and Neighbors got 2. McCullough had 10 tackles, 3 sacks for Landon Jackson. We had a pick from Will Johnson and Marcus Peters, and the forced fumbles came from Kalen King and Landon Jackson. So, plus the kickoff return for Ben Perez. That is a fantastic way to continue to move into this playoff push. We beat the Bears, who are another team that we were competing with for the playoffs. So that's a team we don't have to worry about. We hit our regular season goal of 7 games. And Garbage Rod Moore gets a depth rate, or not a depth rate, but a +1 speed. That's not bad. And Landon gets himself an upgrade as well. Sucks he's got a morale hit right now, because that was a fantastic game for him. And we need to see more of that from Landon. That was a great game. Trench boost. Hopefully this gets... I mean, it didn't get us a whole lot. Yeah. We could not get any rushing yards at all. That's just a tough team to go against. Jalen Warren, out for the rest of the season. He's going to go on the IR. Sorry, buddy. So, we lose a big piece there in Jalen Warren, but I do think we can win without him. We will advance to next week. And weekly awards, Landon Jackson, as I thought. I mean, that's a fantastic game for him. That's probably one of his best games of his career there. 3 sacks and a forced fumble. Playoff picture, we in it yet? We are not. Panthers are currently the 7th seed. They were the 7th seed before, so they must have won. So we go take a look at the NFC playoffs picture. At least looks like... I mean... Well, we beat the Lions, but I think the Eagles have us. So the Eagles are on a backslide right now. So, I mean, I guess there's a chance there that we can get in. We really have to beat Denver here. And Denver's team looks good. I don't know if we will. Okay, we don't care about Kobe Beckham. And then we will look at franchise staff, I guess. Now we do have an extra roster spot that we can go add something if we need to. Hopefully that'll continue to help. Bailey, defensive coordinator wise, keep boosting our corners. And I think the rest of the staff points we are going to have to work on in free agency. All right. What can we add right now using that extra roster spot we just got from losing Warren? Zach Moss, I've kind of already said that I had no desire to get Zach Moss in here. But we could maybe get a safety to replace Rod Moore for the end of the season. I think we did take a look before and say that we weren't a big fan of a lot of the guys that were here. And I still don't think I am. So I think what we'll do is we'll just we'll stick it out and deal with what we got. Are there any tight ends maybe? Nothing really here where I'm like, I need this guy or I need this guy. Will Disley would be nice maybe, but nah. I think we'll be okay. We're good at receiver, and we're good on the O-line. Even though those are some interesting guys to be available. Okay, no, we're not gonna make any moves. We'll stick out without Warren. And we will, we're probably going to super sim this one. We do need to win it, but I don't want to have to play this game. We will defend the short pass. If this game ends up being an annihilation, then we will just kind of sim through the Chiefs game and see where we're at, see what the tiebreakers are in order to make the playoff push. To be honest, if we don't win this one, I don't necessarily think that there's a chance for us to make the playoffs. But I think that was a great start there with that Bears game. And the morale hits are brutal for us right now. But okay, Broncos week against other former player Sam Howell. So we are going to play the moments, and to be honest, we're probably just going to sim through, or we are going to go right into the super sim. We're not going to play it. We're just going to let it roll. It is a home game.
16 of the NFL, and we've got the Condors, leader at quarterback. After
Sanders now at 23-23.
across 3,000 yards.
All right, skip moment. Skip moment. Our defense cannot seem to stop them. But our offense is still rolling. All right, we will jump in here now. So we're going to play from behind, I guess, in this game. Which is not very good for the way that our offense runs, but...
Second down, Howell now. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
I should have dropped back into the coverage. Oh my God, Sam Howell is dicing us up. 220 yards, 2 touchdowns. Only 3 incompletions so far this game.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there and second and goal.
All right, blitz with a... I hope Landon can get in. Oh, I got blocked the wrong side. Okay, we're down 2 touchdowns.
Okay, ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And I don't even know what to say about that.
A drive killer there.
You could yell at me and say, dude, you just came in and ruined the game by throwing a pick, but I don't understand how that was so inaccurate. Like, Johnny beat his man. He should have been able to get there. I guess it's because of that right there. That pressure. But hey, I guess getting blown out by the Broncos just makes sense. Getting blown out by Sam Howell specifically, even more. So, all right. That sucks. All 25 rushing yards. Oh my God. Can he only run when I run with him? Johnny and Neighbors had good games. We really didn't get any pressure. We obviously had no picks. I do want to watch that highlight back of that interception. So
They dropped to 7 and 8, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.
okay. So if you're watching this play here, and the way I see it, and I'm going to zoom out. No, zoom out. All right. So I have Johnny running. Let's go back. Let's zoom out even further. So I have Johnny on the crosser going over the side of the field. And the way I kind of see it is Johnny is going to cross over, and that linebacker that is on the right side in the coverage is going to come down as he was. And so all I need to do is thread the needle slightly over him and to Johnny. And if we watch this, look, okay, Johnny has tons of space over here. In this, don't stop locking on. So literally Sanders needs to throw it anywhere in this area in between the safety and the linebacker. And as the play continues, literally, once again, just has to throw it there. And somehow the ball ends up going over Johnny's head. So Johnny can't even jump for it. And directly to the safety. So I'm not taking blame for that. I mean, maybe that's a pressure thing, that he was under pressure and he threw that. Maybe. But this is going to be one of the worst rookie seasons by a QB that we've ever seen. I guess not really. It looks kind of like Peyton Manning's rookie season, which is a lot to say that makes it sound like I'm talking him up, but I'm not. I'm just wish that he had a better season. Oh, +1 speed for Andrew Paul. So 91 speed now. All right. Well, that kind of sucks there. We're going to advance to the Chiefs week. We would have to win this in order to even have a shot. And so we'll do our game planning and defend the medium pass. And I guess throw it short. We really only win if we get some of those. 24 points or less, 300 yards. And there. I don't really know if we got a shot here. This might not be a good playoff push. I think it's a Thursday night game too. Because we had like 4 of those this season. Sweet. Lavelle Bailey with an upgrade. Sucks that he's 24 because I do like him a lot. But all right. Wish us luck against the Chiefs. I don't think we're going to get it. Oh, no. Blown out. Rams are red hot. So, I think, like, guaranteed we are out now. Cardinals seem to have fought their way into that spot. So, we are out. So, what we're really going to be looking for then is what can we do in the award races to help our guys. So, first off, yearly award races. Obviously, we have nobody on the offensive side. So, we had to look NFC Offensive Player of the Year. Oh, 3 Vikings. Nix, Jefferson, Addison. That offense must be crazy over there. All right. Defensive Player of the Year, Kayvon Thibodeau. I mean, he would need to get a lot of pressure here in order to be able to get it. I don't think he's going to get it, but I'm really happy that he ended up getting himself up into that race. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Andrew Paul, currently leading. We'll have to take a look at what his stats look like. Ben Perez up there, and Sanders is up there despite the fact he should not be. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Johnson. Okay, I don't know what that was. Will Johnson, second. I don't think he's going to get it because it's really hard to force like interceptions, you know? I mean, if we play the game and maybe we play like defense only, that's not a bad shot. We could play a few drives with some running backs there. Obviously no QBs because he was awful. Andrew Paul is down here in 10th. It's just a really bad offensive Rookie of the Year race, I guess. Johnny got up to 5th in the wide receiver race, at least. No linemen, as we shouldn't have D linemen. Yep, Landon Jackson right there. I'd like to see that. Thibodeau, best linebacker. Okay, all right. All right, we'd like to see that. We just need a good game here from him, and I feel like we'll be okay. And because I missed the field goal with Dicker. He's down there. 30-second defense. I thought our defense was okay. All right. We could go for 4,000 yards, but I'm not really going to push it. We can go for 1,000 yards with Paul, but I don't think he's going to get there. He would need to have a crazy game. Johnny and Neighbors are already over 1,000. Ben only got 320, but he obviously didn't start in the beginning of the year. Our linemen, rough. Defensively, Bailey got his 100 tackles. McCullough got his 100 tackles. Maybe those two will get some dev traits. Will Johnson with 87. 7 TFLs, a sack, and 2 picks. Sack leaders for us. Thibodeau really slowed down. He was at, like, I think 10.5 last time we checked. So we only got a half sack for those last 3 games. Now, Landon had that one great game, so that helps. And picks, Kalen King, Will Johnson, Bailey. Not a lot of picks from our team. So I think the goal will be really, let's just see what we can do. We're probably going to jump in and play a little bit of the defensive side of things. I mean, the Rams are red hot. But I got that plus 10 break tackle, so maybe Andrew Paul will be able to get him a lot more rushing yards. Few upgrades here. Few important upgrades, too. Is D-Hop back? I assume so by seeing this. So, D-Hop's back. Landon with an upgrade. I mean, look at this -4 morale plus 5 temp boost. Like, that's brutal to deal with. +1 catching for Ben Perez. Boost the fullback. I want his blocking up. And then upgrade him. I don't really care. He doesn't play. All right. Weekly strategy. Have fun. Actually, we're going to defend the short pass to hopefully get a chance at some picks, maybe. And we're going to go for a run defense here. Aaron Donald's not here anymore, so... And we'll just try to have a fun week. So we will play this one, but we're not going to play like the full game. We might sim through different parts. We might just kind of mess around, kind of focus a little bit more on the defensive side and see if we can get some good pressure for Landon and Kayvon to be able to get some numbers. Like I said, our season's already over here. So it doesn't really make sense for us to be like, all right, we're going to play hardcore. We're going to play the full game. No, we're just trying to kind of boost our guys, get some stats, and hopefully make them have a little bit better chances at some awards. If Kayvon has a great game here, we're in really good shape. I really am kind of rooting for Kayvon. And honestly for Lavelle Bailey to have a good week here, too. So we are going to play mainly the moments. and we'll go for some fun.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got the Condors, leader at quarterback.
So let's try to do some stuff with Andrew Paul. I want to get him just a little bit better rushing yards for the season. I think if he at least has 900, missing 4 games, I think that's good. So he needs to have like 70 yards this game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Especially when Neighbors and Johnny already got their 1,000 yards.
He gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Oh, but they're going to do that. And we just hit Johnny over the top.
Looking left side, he's got it complete.
Look at that.
And he'll be taken down.
You just hit Johnny over the top.
Working across midfield.
You going to press me? Johnny.
Rams territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Oh. Nowhere to go there.
And he's going to be met.
Newman might not be the best guy to run behind, to be honest.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the
Oh,
league
look at
against
that.
the pass.
Look at that dot for Sanders.
In sacking
Let me move over here. My vision's not the best.
Imagine if this group ever put
Bills went 14 and 3.
they'd easily move into the top 5.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go
Good job,
at the 26,
Andrew Paul.
following a gain of 6. Well, this defense
Um,
for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel
Let's go with the halfback dive here for Paul.
this team, you definitely think
Kind of run it down the middle.
because anytime you
See if we can get that first down.
just get us a couple of touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well.
He got thrown around a little bit, but
23 after a gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
oh, but he should be able to get this one.
I'm thinking is that
It's a little bit different without Aaron Donald back there.
I get my defense off the field.
I'm messing up names because in my head I'm like Aaron Paul, Andrew Paul, Aaron Donald, So another run. Oh, I chose the wrong hole. I need to follow my fullback. That's on me.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately,
Maybe Johnny?
to get anything out of
Oh my God, Johnny. Love to see it.
A great effort.
We'll skip it. We'll skip it. We will play it. Oh, it's on the 2.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
And he's going to
That's a TFL at least for Thibodeau.
line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford.
Ah,
And it's complete.
could not do enough there to try to stop that with Cross. We get an interception?
Hands it off out of the gun.
Hey, he's got 61 yards.
About the 17.
I think to get him to 900, we only needed like 70 yards. So,
From the gun, he'll hand
oh, bring it outside. There we go. TD for Andrew Paul. All right, so Paul got the stuff I wanted to see, so we're just gonna play all defense for the rest of the game and see what we can do to try to help Landon, Lavelle, and Thibodeau and Will get what they need. To be honest, we have nothing to play for this game. It's actually better if we lose, but that's not realistic.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside. And just
We're
try
gonna
and ram
press,
his way forward
actually.
and get what he can.
Look at that, Thibodeau, another one. Is that Braylon Allen? That's actually who I wanted to draft instead of Paul.
Situation. Stafford now to throw.
Mo Hurst.
And he's taken down.
Would have liked it to be somebody else, but
Maurice Hurst gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13.
would have rather had that be Landon
And it's
or
also
Thibodeau,
third
but
down
I'll
now.
take it.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It's a 4-yard
No real
return
speed
ball at
boost there for
8
Perez,
49.
so.
And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the
All right, let's hope that our offense plays well here, and we will blitz a lot on defense.
Stafford on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play. And it'll be second down. And CD, you look
I'm curious who he threw the pick to. I'm not going to look at it yet
under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games.
because I just want to hope it's Will.
To me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can
And not like Rod Moore.
play the perfect game. You're trying to be
If it's Rod Moore, that's funny to me. The fact that I've hated on this guy all season.
and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Jalen Harrell back there. These are not the guys I'm expecting to get back there. But I'll take it. I'll take the pressure. Getting defensive sacks makes this look a lot better than how the season's gone for us.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this
But I
one's
need that to
away.
be Thibodeau.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And they will take
88 yards, 2 touchdowns. That puts him at 15 TDs for the
set to
season.
go again as we look at the
All right, then we're going to go nickel over Storm Brave as our blitz instead. It's not like the 4-3 one hasn't been working. I just want my guys to be the actual guys getting in, getting pressure. Oh,
out wide at will.
a TFL there would have been so valuable for him.
Get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35.
I just got over eager.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost
Oh.
on the spot. That means
Man, he
after
burned the
running
corner.
plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again.
Kalen King was
Second
falling down
but this
on the
time it's
double move.
incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, it's Stafford.
I couldn't switch off.
Got his target. That's complete. Touchdown.
I was trying to switch back over to Bailey, and it switched on to Will, and I was in the wrong position. Now we got to play a tough one. 2-minute warning style. I mean, I guess it's 3 minutes, but...
On first down, Stafford here.
All right, well, we got to set the blitz because
The tight end Knox. And this will be good for a pickup of
it's not going to work.
46.
We can go cover one.
That's created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job.
McCullough?
Force the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do. But
Oh,
what a
good
great
breakup
start for
by
them.
Kalen King.
They gotta go thank the guys on D.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. We don't have a good pass rush. Our corners are still very, very young. So, I mean, that could be why our defense is not good.
Here's a
I mean, we have the guys to do it. They just haven't done it yet.
some space. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Will Johnson only has 2 tackles, though.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a
90
1-score
plus
game.
tackles for a corner is good, though.
So it's Rams football here. as
If
we
he
get
has,
reset.
if he gets one more tackle here, I think.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
How about a pick with Brooks?
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
I'm in the right spot. I over pursued. Oh. You know the funny thing is, if that's Lavelle Bailey, he's slower, and that's a pick.
Now Stafford. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now it's Stafford. Going right back to Knox.
I'm blowing his chance here.
He's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure.
Because that's another shot there for a pick for him.
Save the timeout.
Bailey has still not come back in.
Stafford.
Oh.
To the end zone.
Thibodeau or Landon could have got that sack. Thankfully, we got the pass break up there by Kellen King.
And make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
McCullough gets back there, gets the tackle.
This is 3rd and goal.
We're going to drop over to McCullough on the right side.
Stafford now to throw.
Oh, of course.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So it
I don't think our offense is going to be able to do anything. Maybe they are.
as you think about this victory,
All right, we beat the Rams.
they came in facing one of the top defenses in the National
Stafford had a great game. He threw one pick. He was really hard to stop. Andrew Paul ended up with 132 and 2 touchdowns. So, seems like when we actually have the lead and can run, he's good. But if we're losing, he's got nothing. Receiving wise, Malik Neighbors with the touchdown. Tutu Atwell at 177 and 2. Johnny with the 1 touchdown. Hopkins at 31 yards. So, not bad. Who got the pick? Tackles wise, we're just going to look at us.
just about all accounts, not the type
So, not a very good spread of tackles. The 2 guys that got sacks are not the ones I wanted, and Kalen King got the pick, not Will Johnson. So, I don't really know if we have much of a shot at Defensive Player of the Year or Defensive Rookie of the Year with how that went. I can hope, but I don't see it. I'd like it to be one, but I don't know. I should have probably put run blocking on him. 90 franchise staff points, though. Hot opponent. We're going to get some boost for that, even though it's not going to put it in the playoffs. All momentum into the next game. But 2,500 XP, that's what we're looking for. Momentum into the next game, which is not going to happen. Because we are not in the playoffs. So... we will advance to wild card week. Where we missed the playoffs, but honestly, we're in a pretty good position. We went 8-9, and I'm pretty happy with what we ended up with. I'm gonna pause the music as we kind of do a little recap of our season. Because I'm going to end this episode before the playoffs. That way, if anybody is watching, I'm not spoiling anything, with the playoff run. So, playoff bracket. I'm going to remove my, let me get rid of my face quick here so that you can see the whole thing. So, what we did do, though, is we pushed the Rams down into the 5 seed with that win there. Which, I mean, doesn't really make much of a difference for me, but... the hope is then, I guess, that team beats the Giants and the 49ers beat the Cowboys. It is weird the teams that we beat this season, but I'll take it. I'll take that record. So, if we go take a look at the season stats and everything, and kind of where we are that way, Olave gets out for the rest of the season, but it's playoffs, so it doesn't really matter. So, stats and awards. And we look at the league leaders. Shedeur ended up positive, at least. 25 picks is a lot, but At least he went positive. So I'm pretty confident Mahomes is winning MVP with a season like that. 4,900 yards, 48 touchdowns. So, a lot better than what we were kind of dealing with beforehand. So there is a couple guys who had some really good seasons there. Like Sam Howell, like that guy better keep his job after a 34-7 there. Bo Nix, fantastic season for him. Jalen Hurts even had a pretty good season. Tua, pretty good season down there. Rushing, Jonathan Taylor, great season for him. 20 touchdowns. Led the league in rushing with McCaffrey right behind him. Kyron there. A lot of really good running backs here. I don't think Paul got his way to 1,000 yards. 969. So, not bad, though, for a guy who missed 4 games this season. And beat his competitor in the rookie race. So, I'm going to assume he probably won Rookie of the Year. Rashee Rice nearly breaks the touchdowns record. 22 touchdowns for Rashee Rice. That's crazy. All right. You love to see that. Johnny with 1278 and 10 to end the season, and Malik Neighbors with 1156 and 5. I mean, 5 touchdowns isn't great, but look, we have a receiving core to be able to work with going into the future. Sack leader this season was Hassan Reddick with 19.5, with Rousseau also at 19.5, so a little tie there. Looking at that Rams pass rush, kind of crazy, or that Cardinals pass rush, kind of crazy over there too. Picks leader Fred Warner with 8 picks and Jair Alexander with 7. That's just another crazy season there. Any other kickoff returns for touchdowns? Who all got them? Devin Duvernay, Troy Franklin, and Ben Perez. Any punt returns for touchdowns? None. So, if we were to look at the yearly awards, what's probably going to happen is Mahomes is going to win MVP on that. If we go to the NFC, which is what matters for us, McCaffrey, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, looks like it'll be Fred Warner, which he deserves it, with 8 picks on the season. Offensive Rookie of the Year, looks like it will be Andrew Paul, which makes me happy. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Johnson will not surpass Ethan Burke, which makes sense. He didn't have a great game at the end. We don't have anybody in the best QB race, which we shouldn't. Best running back race, Paul ended up 7th. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Best wide receiver, Johnny ended up 4th in that race. No Malik Neighbors on this list, though I guess he didn't get a lot of touchdowns. No O-lineman, as it should be. D lineman Landon Jackson ends up being 5th, and linebacker Hassan Reddick passes Thibodeau, sadly, as Thibodeau did not get enough in that last game. Kalen King made his way onto the DB list, and Dicker ended up being 4th on kickers. So that is where we're going to end off here on this section. So let me go here, and I gotta go back to this. So we're going to end off right here and go into the playoffs and the offseason next. Thank you very much for coming along and watching this as we try to make our playoff push. Sadly, we came up a little bit short thanks to absolutely getting blown out by the Broncos. We took care of the Bears. We took care of the Rams. We just needed to beat the Broncos in that game. It didn't happen. And that's that. That ends up being why we lose. So, yeah. Hopefully in the draft, we'll be able to make some moves, make some trades, get some free agents as we go through the season, and we'll kind of see what goes. We'll do our little roster adjustments as we do as well in order to kind of make up for what I'm going to assume is going to happen with some of these guys who had great seasons but aren't going to get rewarded for it. Like, I don't want Sam Howell to lose his job after a season like that, but Madden will sometimes do that. So, thank you very much, and peace.